Have you ever found yourself waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning for no apparent reason? No noise, no alarm, just awake. You check the clock. It's dark. The world is still. And something inside you feels strangely alert, even if just for a moment. Then, like most people, you probably roll over, scroll through your phone, or try to fall back asleep. But what if that moment wasn't random? According to Buddhist wisdom, this is what monks call the sacred hours, a window between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual world is thinnest. It's not just poetic, it's practical. This is the time when ancient sages meditated, when monks rise to chant and pray, when nature itself seems to whisper instead of roar. In spiritual traditions around the world, this hour has long been revered. Some believe it's when your subconscious speaks the loudest, when the universe is trying to tell you something. Have you ever wondered why you're waking up at that exact time? Maybe it's not insomnia. Maybe it's a calling to pause, to listen, to realign. Science even supports this in surprising ways. Your body's cortisol levels are lowest just before dawn, meaning your mind is calm, clear, and most receptive. It's not just a mystical belief, it's biology too. And here's the truth. Most people ignore this invitation. They treat it like a glitch in their sleep cycle. But what if it's actually a door? A door into a quieter, wiser version of yourself. A sacred doorway, and you just keep sleeping past it. So the next time you find yourself awake in those quiet, mysterious hours, pause. Don't rush back to distraction. Just breathe. You might just be standing at the threshold of a life-changing realization. So, you've woken up in the sacred window between 3 and 5 a.m. You're staring at the ceiling. The world is asleep. The silence feels different. What should you do now? This moment, as subtle as it seems, holds a power most people will never tap into. But if you know how to use it, it can become a doorway to clarity, healing, and even transformation. Let me share with you 4 powerful practices to make the most of this sacred time. 1. Sit in stillness and connect with your breath. The very first thing, don't reach for your phone. It's tempting. But the moment you dive into notifications, you lose the magic. Instead, just sit or lie still and turn your attention inward toward your breath. No need to force it. Just notice the inhale, the exhale. Why breath? Because breath is life. It's the first thing you did when you were born. It connects your body to your mind and your mind to the present moment. At this hour, your mind is at its purest, untouched by emails, worries, or daily stress. It's like a still lake before the winds of the day begin to stir. Buddhist monks believe that 1 minute of meditation during these sacred hours is as potent as 1 hour during the day. This is when your higher consciousness is most active, the place where deep intuition and creativity live. Have you ever had a moment of insight out of nowhere? A sudden answer to a question you've been struggling with? That's often the voice of this deeper mind. Science backs this up too. Studies show that meditating early in the morning improves brain function, reduces anxiety, and helps rewire negative thought patterns. Your brain is in a more receptive neuroplastic state, meaning it's ready to reshape, to grow. This is the time to simply be. No effort, no goals, just awareness. 2. Speak gratitude out loud and affirm your truth. Once your mind has settled, it's time to raise your vibration through gratitude. Not just thinking it, speak it, whisper it if you must, but let it be heard. Why? Because spoken words carry energy, and during this window your subconscious mind is wide open. The seeds you plant now can shape your reality. Start simple. I am grateful for this life. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for everything unfolding for my highest good. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can access. In Buddhist philosophy, it's not just a feeling, it's a form of spiritual alignment. When you are grateful, you're not focused on what's missing. You're connected to what is. And from that place, peace arises. Then, once gratitude flows, begin your positive affirmations. Say things like, I am strong. I am aligned with abundance. My energy attracts what I need. I trust the path I'm on. It might feel awkward at first, but trust the process. This is how you reprogram your inner beliefs. And over time, those beliefs become your actions, your habits, and ultimately, your life. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about neural conditioning. Neuroscientists have found that the words we repeat, especially when in a calm, receptive state, directly influence the way we think, feel, and behave. And in spiritual terms, you're not just saying affirmations, you're transforming karma. You're redirecting the energy of your past toward a more awakened future. Let's say you've already meditated. You've centered yourself, expressed gratitude, and spoken your affirmations. But what comes next in this sacred window between 3 and 5 a.m.? You see, transformation doesn't require complicated rituals. Sometimes the most powerful changes begin with the simplest acts, like a cup of warm water. 3. Drink warm water and set an intention. In Buddhist monasteries, early morning begins with silence and a small ceramic cup of warm water. It may seem trivial, but this act is more than hydration. It's a sacred ritual, one that detoxifies the body, awakens the organs, and clears the internal energy pathways. Warm water helps flush out the toxins that have built up overnight, gently preparing your digestion for the day ahead. But it's not just biology at work. It's also energetics. According to traditional Eastern wisdom, water is a conductor of energy, prana, chi, or life force. When you drink it mindfully, it becomes a spiritual bridge, a kind of liquid meditation. Before you take your first sip, pause and set a clear intention. What do you want to invite into your life today? Peace, focus, healing, clarity. Say it silently or out loud. May this water bring me balance. May my body be strong, my mind be clear, my heart be open. Then drink, slowly. Imagine that every sip carries your intention deep into your cells. Imagine it soaking into your organs, your breath, your thoughts. Feel the warmth spreading. You're not just nourishing your body, you're programming your energy. Even the cup matters. Many monks use copper or ceramic cups, materials believed to hold subtle energies and positive ions. There's a kind of beauty in holding something natural, heavy, and grounded in your hands. It reminds you, this is sacred. You are sacred. It's such a small practice, but done with awareness, it becomes an act of self-love, of presence, of alignment. Fourth step, outside and absorb the energy of dawn. And now, the final practice, one that many overlook yet might be the most profound of all. Step outside. Just for a moment, just to breathe. Between 3 and 5 a.m., the world holds a different kind of silence. The air is cool. The stars may still be visible. The wind carries whispers, subtle, ancient. In many spiritual traditions, this time is known as when the veil between dimensions is thinnest, when we can most easily feel the presence of something greater than ourselves. In Buddhism, it's believed that even the stars are messengers, carriers of wisdom. To gaze at them in stillness is to remember your smallness and your infinite connection. So, take off your shoes. Let your feet touch the earth. This is called grounding, and it's not just spiritual poetry. Science shows that walking barefoot on natural ground helps absorb negative ions, which reduce inflammation, ease anxiety, and regulate mood. It's like nature giving your nervous system a deep reset. No phone, no music, just you and the living earth. If you're lucky, you might hear the first bird song, or the soft rustling of trees, or maybe just your breath, steady and strong. These sounds are not random. They're the universe speaking in silence. And if the sky begins to brighten, you'll also get a dose of natural light, which helps reset your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock. This improves sleep, boosts natural energy, and increases focus throughout the day. No coffee needed, just cosmic breath and morning light. Monks have known this for centuries, that sacred mornings are not about productivity, but presence. By walking outside, they reconnect to the earth and to their own impermanence. They remember, this breath could be my last, and that makes it holy. So, here's the question I'll leave you with. What if the life you want isn't found in chasing more, but in honoring the sacred less? A warm cup of water, a few deep breaths, a walk beneath the stars. That might be all it takes to return to yourself. The early hours are calling, not just for sleep, but for awakening. Will you answer? Waking up between 3 and 5 a.m. It's not random. It's not insomnia. It's a calling, a gentle tap from the universe, saying, "Wake up. There's something deeper waiting inside you." This window of time, often called the sacred hours, is when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinnest. And in that quiet space, something profound becomes possible. Awakening from within. So how do we answer that call? There are 4 powerful practices. Simple, yet life-changing. Sitting in stillness and connecting with your breath. Speaking words of gratitude and positive affirmations. Drinking warm water with a mindful intention. And stepping outside to absorb the quiet energy of early morning light. Each of these, on their own, has real power. But when practiced together, they become a sacred morning ritual, not a routine, a ritual. You start the day not with rush or noise, but with presence, with clarity, with alignment. It's like tuning your instrument before a symphony. And the symphony is your life. You begin to notice things. Your thoughts feel lighter. Your energy lasts longer. The day bends more easily toward peace, not stress. Even challenges, they feel like invitations to grow, not threats to survive. Science tells us that morning rituals shape the subconscious mind. Buddhism tells us that awareness at dawn sharpens wisdom. Your own experience will tell you the rest. So here's your invitation. Don't just wake up, awaken. Make these sacred hours your temple, your dojo, your soul's sanctuary. You don't need incense or robes, just attention, just intention, just breathe. And if you felt something stir within you, even a small shift, share it. Let this practice ripple out. Comment below with your experience. Share this video with someone who might need a gentle awakening, and subscribe if you want to keep walking this mindful path together. The world is noisy. But within you, there's a quiet voice, ready to rise with the sun. Are you ready to listen? Subscribe. And each week we'll walk together through another sacred doorway.